What must be added to this expression to make it a perfect square? Have you ever heard of such a question before? Now, one of the shortest method is to say multiply the coefficient of x by half and square it. So that gives us 5 squared, which is 25, and this is our answer. And this method is what most students use, and sadly this is also what most teachers teach. But the truth of the matter is that if you teach your student this way, you are denying the student the ability to understand the concept behind this. So the best way or the best approach to this is to show them the concept behind this whole thing. Okay, the concept behind arriving at this half times the coefficient of x and then all squared. Now, this is the proper way to solve this particular problem. In case it comes out in your theory exam, please don't use this shortcut, because this shortcut is what most students know and what most teachers do teach, which is not good. Now, first of all, let's understand the concept of a perfect square. I can say that a perfect square is a number that can be expressed as a square of one of its factors. For example, I know that 9 is a perfect square because 9 can be expressed as a square of 3, which is its factor. Okay. Another example is 16. 16 is a perfect square because it can be expressed as a square of one of its factor, which is what? Which is 4. Okay. So likewise, we are going to use that same idea for a quadratic expression. So for a quadratic expression in this form, ax squared plus bx plus c, for this to be expressed as a perfect square, it can be expressed as one of its factors, one of its linear factors, as a square of one of its linear factors. So let's use k this time, square. So for a quadratic expression in this form, you can express it as a perfect square in this form. Remember that in quadratic expression, its factors is always, or those its factors are always a bilinear function such as this. Okay, so this is the idea we're going to use to answer this particular problem. Okay, so now let's go into the solution now. So we are given this expression. We are going to first of all say let the number be, let's use k since I've already said with k. So the number that can be added to this will be k. So which means that implies that this expression becomes x plus 10x plus k. And then for it to become a perfect square, it therefore means that it's going to be expressed as the square of one of its linear factor, which is x plus, let me use something else now, maybe I can use c, okay, square. Now, let's go. All I'm going to do at this point is to expand this. And if I expand this, this will give me x squared plus 2xc plus c squared. After that, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to compare both sides now. Okay, so each term, I compare each term. First of all, this and this will go. Okay, so this second term, 10x, I compare it with this second term, which is 2xc. And also this third term, k, I'll compare it with this third term here, which is c squared. Can you see that? And then from here, I know that x will cancel x. I'm left with 10 equals to 2c. Therefore, c is equal to 5. Okay? Now, if c is equal to 5, that tells us that our k is going to be what? 5 squared, which is 25. So this is Yeah, so this is the best approach on how to come across, on how to solve problem like this in your exam instead of just going to the shortcut, okay, and be losing marks. So I hope you've gained value from this. Thanks for watching. Do have a great day. Bye.